Ladies and gentlemen, people of the jury, sitting here waiting to accuse, let me tell you something. The Nijisanji drama is absolutely insane. If you have not been up to date, I will give you the quickest TLDR of your life. So, Valentino from Has-Been Hotel is running a VTuber agency, and you see, he owns the souls of all of the sex slaves that he has working for him. One of the sex slaves was trying to, okay, all right, bad metaphor. Bad metaphor! Selen is a streamer for Nijisanji. She was silenced. She ended up in a hospital because of an attempted suicide. She was bullied, she was harassed, and she was fired. She was terminated and dragged across Twitter by a company worth billions of dollars. In 2022, the company is worth $2.5 billion with a $1.1 billion CEO. It is a massive scandal. They bullied her and they threatened her with a lawsuit to silence her, basically. That's my assumption. That has not been confirmed, but based on previous iterations when it comes to Nijisanji, that is my assumption, just because of personal knowledge in other areas. However, let me tell you something beautiful. The community came together, and Selen, who is now known as Dokibird, who you should go support, and I don't care if I'm violating taboos by talking about past lives of VTubers, all right? She went on a stream yesterday to, I think, 127,000 live viewers. That's how massive this scandal became. And Nijisanji is absolutely in the shitter. They've allegedly lost 20% of their stock price in the last few days. I don't know if that's true. That's just what I've heard. But it's an absolutely insane story. So in her stream, she actually released a lot of information about how horrible her conditions were in Nijisanji. She made a statement, I made no profit over the last year. So, Kyo, VTuber bunny news guy extraordinaire, he made a video covering basically the new information that was released by Selen herself, who is currently known as Dokibird. And now we will continue to watch the massive collapse of an asshole. And I do love assholes.
So I'm back with another video today talking about this whole Nijisanji situation because things just continue to get worse.
Yay! Chaos! Let chaos take the world! Chaos! Why does it always get worse? All right, guys, smile. Put a smile on your face. You're never fully dressed without a smile, baby. You could cry or you could smile. Might as well smile. If you cry, then your foes will know you're losing. If you smile, you are striking fear in their boners, homie. Smile, baby.
More things keep coming out. There's so much to talk about, and I can't cover it all in one video without making 30-minute long videos every single day, so I'm just splitting everything up. Today we're going to be talking about Dokibird and talking about things on the stream.
Do you realize this is the house of cards crumbling? Like, until now, all the past crazy VTuber dramas and situations that Nijisanji's been in, slowly tarnishing their reputation here and there, what they have been doing is damaging their infrastructure, and finally, someone moved the fucking foundation to another planet. The house of cards is falling down. I'm just saying, again, as you know, if you've been watching my content for years, you know I've been saying this for years. This is the oldest news in the world, and that's why Nijisanji's fans attack me all the time. I don't know if there still are Nijisanji fans, but they used to attack me. They used to get every video that I made covering Nijisanji or collabing with Nijisanji age restricted because they kept mass reporting it. So, here we are. Is this the big I told you so moment? Is this the next episode of Nux beefing with immoral agencies moment? That's crazy.
Looking over at the termination notice of Selen Natsuki, if you aren't aware of it somehow. It's been very big news, and 24 million people have seen the notice on Twitter, so I'm sure everyone watching.
Dude, it is massive. Charlie, Moist Critical, talked about it on his stream. My boy, my beautiful man. Dude, everyone's on top of this.
This video already knows Selen was terminated, so we don't need to talk about that. In my video earlier today, we did talk about Nijisanji.
Oh my god, I saw this tweet yesterday.
Releasing a statement to their investors saying, quote, on February 5th, 2024, Any Killer made the decision to terminate our affiliation contract with the Nijisanji Ian Liver Selen Natsuki. The impact of this decision on our financial results will be negligible.
How absolutely positively soulless do you have to be to make a statement like that? Oh yeah, we ended up firing a talent. Social media is on fire. We almost ruined her life. She attempted to commit suicide because of it. The impact on our financial results will be negligible. This sounds dystopian, bro.
And after that statement came out, we saw that Height, one of the sponsors of Nijisanji and someone that was making PC cases for Nijisanji, decided to pull their PCs and sponsor from the Height website.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. This is like an actual cancellation. This year has been insane. Genshin boycotts, Nijisanji Nijisanji boycotts? What is going on?
We hadn't had official confirmation from Height on Twitter whether or not they are ending their sponsorship or contract with them, but we have since gotten that confirmation since I made that video. They said, in light of recent developments regarding Anycolor, aka Nijisanji, Height has made the decision to terminate our current projects with the VTuber group. To start,
crazy! It's wild how massive this got. Oh my god!
We want to deeply thank the Nijisanji fan community for your support in Height's most recent collaboration. However, in light of the recent developments regarding Anycolor, aka Nijisanji, Height has made the decision to terminate our current projects with the VTuber group.
Is it rude of me to say, to kind of cast extra blame on people that haven't covered this or talked about this in the past? So many people wanted to be in, like, good graces with Nijisanji that they were scared to actually, you know, tell people. Like, I've had so many people ask me for advice in regards to getting into VTuber communities or getting into VTuber companies. I've told people my advice on whether they should or should not join Nijisan. And I really hope other people did behind the scenes as well. I know people are always scared to talk about this, except for me, because it's not like Nijisanji's ever gonna like me after all my past dramas exposing shit in different companies and all that. But, bruh.
Pre-orders of the Nijisanji ENY60 plus keycap bundles made thus far will be cancelled and refunded. We deeply apologize to the fam Illyra, Rosebuds, and Aloe Peeps affected. It was truly a tough decision for us as we knew many were excited to receive their limited edition Y60s. With everything surrounding Nijisanji in the past year alone, we at Height want to stand alongside the many VTuber fans who have ceased support for the organization. We thank you for your continued—
I wonder how many of the brands that are working with Niji knew about how corrupt they were, but now that it's become a public scandal, they're dropping them. I wonder how many. Listen, I'm being overly skeptical, tinfoil hat. I don't think Height knows any of this because I don't think they give a shit. They just work with whoever will get them sales, probably, like every other company in the world, and I'm not blaming them. I don't want you to think that I'm anti-corporation. I'm not. I think corporations are dope and based, and I'm a capitalist. And that said, I don't like when people view their talent as tools. I don't get is how you read the contract and go, oh, this is okay. I think you're misunderstanding something. These people didn't have a career, and then after going to Nijisanji, they did. They might have been working in McDonald's flipping burgers. They were able to leave McDonald's and go into full-time streaming. You're right. Maybe they made, they made the company $1 million every time they made themselves $100,000 or whatever. But bro, they still made $100,000 streaming instead of working in McDonald's. I really think that you are not understanding how much Nijisanji did for them just by putting them into the community. That said, they treated them like shit, and no one could have possibly expected it to be this bad because no one talks about this because everyone that does talk about it either gets sued or blacklisted. I'm just saying.
Wish the livers and their communities all the best. If you have any additional concerns, please don't hesitate to reach out directly to our support line by emailing support@height.com. They added on this also canceling their Height X Nijisanji and a launch giveaway that they had. Many people over on Twitter—
Dude, this is actually crazy. What an absolutely wild story this is.
Are celebrating and calling Height very base for ending this collaboration and no longer being a sponsor or a collaborator with Nijisanji. But now what you all probably click on this video—
let's go, baby! Alright, so the boycott seems to be actually making the losses not sound negligible. I'm just saying. It's not like negligible. There's no way. They lost so many sponsors. They lost so much support. This isn't the beginning of the end. The beginning of the end happened when I called it out a year ago. This is the war, and we'll see if Niji could survive and turn it around somehow.
She streamed about an hour ago to an audience of over 100,000 viewers.
For those of you that are unaware, that is insane. That's bigger numbers than Aiden Ross or XQC or any of the biggest streamers in the world on their average streams, okay? Yes, when one of them collabs with freaking Nicki Minaj or, I don't know, some rapper that's probably gonna scam them and all that, like, yeah, that's probably huge. That's probably gonna be bigger. But, dude, 127,000 live viewers is an insane number. Insane. And it's bigger than anything she's ever had with Nijisanji. I think people are not only recognizing that it's viable to succeed without Nijisanji, they're recognizing that they're free. Nijisanji Leviathans are coming for you.
One of the largest indie VTuber streams ever. In this return stream, she revealed some interesting things and had a lot to say and thanked a lot of her viewers. So give me a moment to yap and let you know all of the very important bits of that stream.
All right, let's go,
course,
baby.
If you
I need to know. I didn't watch the stream, but I am here for it. Let's hear the info. Let's go.
want to watch the VOD yourself, I will link it down below for you to do so. So she mentioned that she is not monetized yet on her YouTube channel.
I mean, that makes sense. She hasn't. This is her first stream in like what, 4 years or something?
Which that's probably going to change very, very soon.
Yeah.
She mentioned that while all of this was going on, she would wake up at like 7 p.m., eat lunch, play games all day, and then she passed out.
She's owned by somebody else, where she's not allowed to do so many things. You realize every time someone collabs with Nijisanji, they need to get approval, not just for the collabing with them, but they need to get approval for things they talk about. You can't mention Pokemon to Nijisanji without getting Nijisanji's approval first. They are so uptight about this third-party IP copyright bullshit. It's absolutely insane. People basically, you can't live a normal life. It's like, imagine having a normal conversation, and you mentioned, oh, hey, I was watching Rick and Morty the other day. Oh, hey, I was watching Has-Been Hotel the other day. You literally can't do that.
During this stream, she joked about being fired 2 days ago multiple times throughout the entire stream.
That's rough. Dude, that is so rough. And not only was she fired without warning, but also the way they fired her was just telling everyone publicly that she's an awful person. And then essentially telling her that, oh, and you have to shut up about it because otherwise you can get sued.
Bringing up that she only had 2 days to prepare for this stream. She mentioned that she has been speaking with a therapist and now has a purpose, goals, and stuff that she wants to do.
Hell yeah. Hell yes! Dude, this is the rare victory. The rare internet victory lap.
And plan out. She's doing a lot better and feels free. She mentioned that her manager is helping her get sponsors for a lot of stuff, saying that she, quote, doesn't need to pay out of her own pocket anymore, and to
which is crazy because, so Nijisanji, as far as I'm aware, they take basically all the sponsorship money. And they expect you to pay for any form of assets or equipment and music and commissions and all that shit out of your pocket. Like, Nijisanji is, again, it's giving you a massive platform, but the platform really isn't yours. It's just enough for you to be financially viable so that hopefully you won't leave.
To add on to that, she said her mom scolded her because she made zero profit last year.
What? She was a streamer for Nijisanji. She was one of the biggest streamers for Nijisanji, the second biggest VTuber corporation in the world, and she made no money in the last year.
And spent $200,000 to fund her own projects, meaning Nijisanji likely didn't pay for anything that she was doing last year. She said later on in that stream that this is a really big trigger for her after finding this out, because she basically made no money last year.
That's insane. It's insane to be part of Nijisanji and make no money. Listen, medical bills are expensive even if you're in Canada, if your public health expires, or if it's stuff that isn't just pure doctor's appointments, or if it's, I don't know, there are many reasons why it could be expensive. That is a totally legitimate thing to spend your money on. But spending your money on projects when you're not making enough income is really rough.
And here is a clip for that.
My mom scolded me about this because, you know, during all of this, she looked at my financials and I made zero profit last year.
Because also sponsors, I think, go to Nijisanji. I think completely. I believe 100% of sponsors go to Nijisanji and 50% of donations and 98% of merch. So it basically is just leaving her with 50% of donations, which still you'd think would be something.
She was like, Doki, you have to spend less because you spent $200,000 last year, and I...
What? Oh my god!
No, I was like, that hurt. Oh, that hurt. But then when Mr. Man was like, all those projects you want to do, all of that you want to do, you don't have to, you won't be spending $200,000.
Okay, dude, honestly though, it's partially maybe negligence in some way, but dude, how could the company let her do this? The company should have the talent's best interests in mind, even for personal sake. I can't believe that the company would sit here, watch their talent spend $200,000, all of their income basically, on projects that the company should be paying for, or at least funding partially. The fact that it all comes out of her pocket just for content that the company will reap the benefits of, not her herself, is insane.
It just blew my mind. It blew my mind. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe those were my expenses.
Oh my god.
Last year.
That's crazy.
She then went on to
That's absolutely insane. $200,000 on projects and expenses is freaking insane, dude.
mention that she will be getting a new skin suit or
Again, these are people that they didn't really stream successfully before. They joined Nijisanji. They have no background in or streaming experience. Okay, they want to make the best content they can. There's a lot of expectations on their shoulders joining Nijisanji. It's a very reputable company with no stains on their reputation at all. And here they are expecting to get help because they've never been expected to make content for a grand audience, and they have essentially no management, no help for their content, no support for the projects that they want to make. All of the expectations in the world that they're going to do something great. Of course, she's going to go out there and start spending crazy amount of money. She has no idea how much anything is supposed to cost. She has no idea how much she should be spending in specific areas. The billion-dollar company is just sitting back, not helping her at all navigate through these seas. How could they do that? They literally, and you know who benefits from the projects? The company! Yes, I do think that it's a negligent way to spend money, but that's because I have experience in this field. She has no idea. CEOs of Nijisanji just wiping his ass with her silver play button while she's just out here spending money on projects because she wants to succeed and be a source of pride for the people around her.
model, but not anytime soon because it takes a while. She then brought up the person that was threatening to dox her living in Canada again, like that's
fucked up.
dox because everyone knows that she lives in Canada, and she joked and laughed about that. We talked more about that in the last video as well. She mentioned that she will be having a Lunar New Year stream because she celebrates it and the holiday means a lot to her. Said she will be releasing Lunar New Year.
Yo, she's gonna get 3 full pulls free from Genshin Impact on the Lunar New Year. That's exciting.
Your merch, and showed off a draft of an acrylic stand for the merch. Her goals include reaching 500,000 by the end of the year, which she's already really close to 400k, if not already at it by the time this video goes up. Her dream goal is 1 million, and I would not be surprised if she hit that this year. She also said that she wants to hold a large wrestling event with lots of indies and agencies.
Now, you'd think that for an idea that good, that Nijisanji would have helped her organize it, because it's a freaking cool idea.
And already mentioned that she is working on an Apex tournament with some besties. And for those
okay, see, that is cheap as fuck. That will cost nothing.
Curious, she mentioned that her main platform will be YouTube, but she's planning on streaming on Twitch and Bilibili as well in the future. She's not going to be simulcasting or anything, she'll be streaming on one at a time. And at the end of that stream, she made a statement, and here is the entire clip for that.
Alright, dude, this is the statement. This is what we've all been waiting for. The Doki statement on the end of Nijisanji. Honestly, if I was her, right now, I would just sit back and watch. This is what I've been doing. I'm sitting here, I'm waiting. Karma will come for these motherfuckers. I will sit here, I will fucking goddamn smile. And I will wait for the collapse of the people that have wronged others. And myself. Alright, being too dark here. Alright, anyway, Egg Boys, back to what she said. She's probably more wholesome than I am. She's gonna say, oh, I wish nothing but the best on these people, and I'm just sitting here. Oh, I wish you the best of luck.
Okay. I actually pre-wrote this. I pre-wrote this statement in advance.
Oh, God.
Anyway, alright. Oh my god. I have to be serious now. After it was nice just, hanging out and just, but this is I only talk about this once. I only talk about this once, and then we move forward and celebrate.
Oh my god, dude, it's so sad. It's such a wild situation. And she knows all these eyes on her. Not just the eyes of her audience, but the eyes of her enemies are on her as well.
Okay.
Alright, good luck. Oh god.
Okay. I'm just gonna read this. Okay, so...
Bro, she needs a hug. Oh my god. I hope that the people in her life, like her IRL life, are actually important. Because that's what really matters out here.
As y'all know, when the announcement dropped, I was...
And notice she's not allowed to say that she was Selen. Also, that's funny.
just as surprised as all of you. And I only found out because a friend messaged me, and I didn't even know what was in it. And I read it for the first time when it went public.
Fuck, dude, that's crazy. It's so wild. Every time I knew that. I literally knew this, that she didn't know about the termination until it happened. I literally knew that, and it still hurts every time. Every fucking time.
So I'll know that I did try to leave neutral. Yes, I knew it would be very...
Yeah, no, you can't leave neutral unless you have something on them. I can't tell you why I know that, but I know one person in the past that left Nijisanji left neutrally, saying that we're parting ways on good terms. And that is because he sued Nijisanji, and basically that was their deal. Their deal was that they can't badmouth each other. Fuck it up. It's fucked up. That's fucked up.
Very bad for everyone involved if it went to the last possible route. And I tried. I really did try to and make it neutral. And I did.
No one wants the drama. Yes, this drama has been absolutely fan-freaking-tastic for Dokibird's career, okay? Dokibird's career is skyrocketing because of this drama. But is it worth the mental health? Is it worth the torture? Is it worth the waking up every day knowing that you're a conversation topic for millions of people? I don't know.
Because my emergency contact and I couldn't really handle it anymore, especially when I was still recovering. And
dude, imagine them dropping this. They know that you're in the hospital because of an attempted suicide, and they're gonna fucking drop this on Twitter publicly without telling you first, knowing that you're there. That might be the most heartless thing I've ever seen on the internet.
And I was lucky that I had a statement made in advance, which my lawyer...
Bait! Dude, I already have apology videos. I have 6 apology videos in the bank. I'll ever get exposed for something. Boom, it'll drop. It'll be great. They'll be like, oh, Nux, I can't believe you had sex with that horse. And then I'll, boom, insta drop.
So I could respond instantly. The statement that was posted was written so I'd be safe and I can move forward and restart my life while being stuck in limbo forever.
Bro.
And I wouldn't have made the statement if the announcement didn't go up the way it did. And sheesh. I was willing to keep the info hidden to the
statement that made me do the response that... do you see this? Do you see how she's talking, jumping at hoops? Because if she even accidentally mentions... Nijisanji or Selen, she's just in for a lawsuit. Look at this. Look at this.
And I never truly wanted the public to know why I was in the hospital, but I had to respond with the truth when it went out. And I know there's a lot of people that wish for me to clarify or explain more, but I honestly can't.
And you don't need to. You do not need to explain anything. You need to fucking live your life. Okay? Oh god, that sounds so cheesy and corny. You need to live. You need to succeed. My good fucking friend, Quite, alright, said this to me years ago when I got canceled. For one thing or another, happens to everyone on the internet time and time again, especially when they're as based as I am. Just succeed. Just succeed. Nothing will be as powerful to you and as detrimental to your enemies as success. I still carry that with me. Those words, they hit me like a ton of bricks. Dokibird, you don't need to take revenge or any of that shit. Dokibird, you need to fucking succeed. You need to kill it. You need to get much bigger than you ever were as Selen. You need to absolutely goddamn kill it, bro. You need to be happy, okay? They want to destroy you, and you need to be freaking happy. You cannot be destroyed. You're happy and your success, that is victory.
And these are the things I can say, though. I was in the hospital for an attempt, and I provided medical documents of everything that happened to prove it as well as the therapy sessions afterwards and doctor evaluation. Everyone knew I was in the hospital.
Oh god.
The reason behind it a few days before I was discharged, and I was not referencing something that happened.
Dude, that's awful. That's so awful. Oh my god. And the fact that Nijisanji knew that, and the way Nijisanji dropped her medical information to the public, it's actually insane. It's actually the most heartless thing I've ever seen.
Happened once that pushed me to it, but it was a buildup that stemmed for multiple months that led to my breaking point. I would never make this claim, but proof or confirmation, and only did so when my lawyer looked through the proof and believed and agreed. It was been multiple months from what I showed. I honestly wish I could have met you all one last time, and I cried when I found out I couldn't. And I hope I can still meet you on the future, even if I'll be a little different.
Dude, different is better, because this different is the different that you can actually be yourself, and you can't hide half the stuff that makes you you, because most of it involves IPs and third parties that Nijisanji doesn't let you talk about.
My final note on all of this is, let's not harass or bully anybody.
Based.
I already know how that felt.
Just sit back and succeed. That's what it's all about.
Oh, I want us to be adults and not make it high school.
Too late! Don't worry, don't worry. See, the beauty is, when you get into drama, I will be the high school bitch that you wish you could be. Don't worry. That is what I am here for, bro. Uncle Nuxanor. Revenge for the vault. No. This isn't revenge. This is just witnessing. This is the overseer watching.
And I want to move on. Focus on us. Succeed and be better.
That's it. That's
and the Lunar New Year is coming. And it's 2 new beginnings.
Hell yeah.
And it's time to leave the past behind us and make new memories. Like this entire stream, I have so many ideas I still want to do.
Bruh.
And I really do want to make all you laugh for as long as I can.
Hell yeah.
And I think from this entire stream, you guys can tell that I'm still me, and they can never really take that away.
Bruh.
So yeah.
Hell yeah.
That was the statement that I wrote for this stream.
Good job.
And
it was a good statement. Well said. And remember, success is revenge.
The 2-hour ad is finally over.
So that's pretty much all of the...
Bro, what a crazy situation. Oh my god. You know, it's just gonna get crazier. Again, I'm not sure if I'm going to keep covering this after this. We've covered the actual situation in the termination. We have covered the backlash to the termination. And now we have covered her response. And all of that. We have been very thorough. If there's more updates, of course, I will be here. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. However, now we just watch the Tower of Cards collapse, don't we? Now we just witness justice.
Important stuff that happened in Doki's stream. Of course, she talked about a lot more stuff. It was over 2 hours long. So again, I do definitely recommend going to go watch that VOD if you are interested in hearing her laugh again and in enjoying time with her. For now though, please let me know what you all think about this entire situation down.
I'll let you know what I think of this entire situation. Okay. Told you so.
Below, or join our Discord flashed up on screen here. It'll also be linked in the comments down below and in the description.
Gamers, I think that we've come to a lot of conclusions on a lot of things. And that thing is, if you're gonna work for someone, try not to work for someone that'll abuse you too much. Only a little bit of abuse. If it's more than the requested or expected amount of abuse, that is a bad sign. Okay, that was a bit harsh. Maybe we should rephrase that somehow. Go support Dokibird. She's a good bird. Check her out. She deserves the love and respect. She'll be linked in the description. That is 1. And 2, don't let people fucking take yourself away from yourself. Don't let people not let you be who you are. Because it starts off with people not letting you be who you are for one moment, and slowly but surely, it will become your entire being. You'll be locked in a cage, not being allowed to truly be who you are. Stay weird, fam. Like, subscribe, and this video was streamed live on kick.com/Nuxanor. See you there. Stay weird, fam.